Hey everyone, thanks for joining this first exclusive video about Go High Level and how it works for roofing contractors and insurance restoration professionals. Although these videos can apply to other home restoration and small businesses, I'm going to be very focused for roofing professionals and insurance restoration contractors. We're going to answer questions such as what is high level? Why should I consider it for my business? Does it work with my current CRM? Can I replace my CRM? We're also going to touch on BUMS.AI. What is BUMS.AI? Is it just high level with the fancy color scheme, or does it do more for you? And why do these softwares even matter? How can these softwares help me start making money tomorrow? How do I configure them? Do I have to pay someone to set it up? Should I just buy it myself and build it? So to get started, what we're going to do is do a quick walkthrough. What is high level? The best way I can help you understand this tool is that it does so many different features. It's kind of like a Swiss Army knife with all sorts of add-on tools. And not only a Swiss Army knife, a disassembled Swiss Army knife. So first you got to assemble it, then you're going to have to understand how to utilize it. And sometimes you're wondering, why did I not just reach for a screwdriver? Why am I using this thing? One thing I'll tell you about them, they're constantly developing. Unlike softwares we see in our industry, they're always adding features. They're listening. They have this page where you can submit wish list items, if you would, and people will upvote them. And the ones that get popular, you'll see them actually putting them out pretty quickly.
So who is high level for?
The thing to look at right here when you get to their website is we help agencies and marketers. It's an all-in-one sales and marketing platform. So does that mean as a roofing contractor that, oh, well, not for me? No, actually, it's quite the opposite. It is for you. What it's saying here, so a lot of people misunderstand this tool, is that the tool is designed for helping people that are familiar with your market actually build out solutions. So for those that are working with attorneys, for example, they would have a better understanding how to link the marketing, software, and operations side. Then you're going to have to understand how to utilize it. Too often, people go in and they try to build a solution for themselves, and they don't even have an understanding of software operation versus the business operation. Can you do what we do in BUMS.AI without using BUMS.AI and using high level? The answer, simply put, is yes, you could. What is the reason that you'd want to use BUMS.AI? Well, we're going to have some software, some layers that we've added that you can't easily or readily get available to you. We're also going to create support. A lot of the videos that we create are going to be using our system and our software, showing you things that perhaps can be done. I can't say they can't be done because we've done it, but are going to be more challenging if you're inside those software. So I'm not trying to steer you away from that software. I feel it's great. Ours is high level, but with a layer on top of it that gives you an advantage, gives you a head start. And we're going to be progressively adding more and more tools from people like you. If you like the content you're seeing, please be sure to like and subscribe so we can continue building more videos like this to help you build your BUMS.AI or Go High Level, following us for the roofing and insurance industry.
So what does high level do?
When you first log into high level, you're going to be able to see something like this. This happens to be BUMS.AI. Visually, it's a little bit different, but the basics are still there. Your opportunities, your pipeline values, conversion ratios, all this is very configurable. You'll be able to check your task counts and get a quick snapshot of your business. In addition, you're going to be able to check out your lead sources, where you're spending money, what's converting, what isn't converting, helping you make wiser marketing decisions. From there, you can see your Google ad performance. You'll be able to see your Google business, what's happening from there. Check out different Google Analytics and even look at website performance. Very powerful tool. One of the key differences when you work with the BUMS.AI version is that you're going to be able to customize buttons up here to create access quickly to whatever it is that your business might require. In addition, you have your lightning bolt, which allows you to get to some quick actions. You can add your contacts, create an appointment, send review requests. Of course, you can book a call with us or order an Xactimate bundle from us as well.
What is multi-channel communication?
Whether people approach you from Facebook, Instagram, they reach out on your website, they go to Google Messenger and reach out, they actually communicate with you by email or text or phone. Everything can be in one location, allowing you to have call recordings and see what's going on, get quick access to full 360 data, understanding completely what's going on, allows you to convert more customers and also provide better customer service. In addition, by utilizing things such as templates, you're able to create quick answers to common questions such as, do you guys offer free inspections? Do you service this area? What am I to expect with my installation? What should I do when my adjuster comes out? You can actually go ahead and build proper answers and have somebody who started yesterday answering these questions for you right from go. In addition, you can also have payment requests for things such as deductible financing or deductible payments, or perhaps maintenance program payments or inspection charges. All you have to do is integrate with the payment gateway, and that's pretty simple to do. So I believe the messaging channel is probably one of the most powerful areas of HighLevel. Another valuable tool HighLevel brings into place is the calendar, letting you host it on your websites and funnels, as well as being able to manage your appointments with two-way sync with Google as well as Outlook. You'll be able to see which appointments were set, confirmed, and also successful. Very powerful tool. HighLevel also has a powerful pipeline Kanban board allowing you to slide, drag and drop, dig in information, and be able to manage different stages in various pipelines that you can create. In addition, with the BUMS.AI layer, you're able to create more magic and a little bit more personalization of the information, making it even better and more powerful to use. So task manager allowing you to go ahead and manage tasks and assign them to various people within your team. There's a powerful course builder inside of HighLevel, which allows you to go ahead and create courses to train your team as to the operations of your business, different softwares, different products, different processes, being able to create terminology and glossary, helping them understand how your business operates, whether it's more industry standard or specific to your business, and also has quizzes making sure that they do truly understand it. This is very powerful. And when training your team, one thing you get with BUMS.AI, we include quite a bit of standard training for your industry. Let's face it, there's not much more important than knowing where we're being found and our online reputation nowadays. Being able to track that inside of HighLevel is super powerful. You'll be able to see who's reviewing you, what they're saying about you, respond to them, dispute responses that are false, and protect your reputation without fault. It also features powerful reporting tools, letting you monitor your Google ads, your Facebook ads, as well as your call metrics and much more. Utilizing the powerful drag and drop builder, you'll be able to create funnels, landing pages, or even a complete website, along with surveys and other tools, including chatbots, making it a very powerful tool for those looking to market and build their presence online. HighLevel also takes your social media to the next level by allowing you to plan posts on multiple platforms, getting you in front of people, and keeping your message consistent by allowing calendaring of your social media. If that wasn't already enough, you can use HighLevel to create blogs for your website and email campaigns, helping you get in front of people with some very powerful templates that they provide for you, as well as templates that we offer with our BUMS.AI. In the end, the most powerful thing that HighLevel does, and I believe BUMS.AI provides for you, is stitching it all together by taking your pipelines and turning them into actual processes that leverage automations and sequences and different variables that help you go ahead and contact people through text messages, create opportunities, reach back out to them, re-nurture customers, communicate with them quickly, create automated customer service, and more. That's where the real power comes in, by tying it all together. So the list goes on. You're able to purchase phone numbers as well as tracking numbers and have unlimited staff and members. So can HighLevel replace your CRM, and should you consider replacing your CRM? Well, my honest answer to this is it depends. It depends what you utilize your software for. Are you truly using your CRM today? The answer in most companies' cases is no. The areas I see people utilizing their software is production, and I see people doing it for estimates. Those are two areas I'm going to tell you that HighLevel is not quite there yet. I wouldn't doubt they're going to get there, but it's not quite there yet. So I'm going to tell you that if you're looking and you're a heavy user, don't go that route. Not yet. Build along with us, see what it can do, and utilize it. That brings us to the second part of the question. Can it adapt to my current CRM? And in most cases, the answer is yes. HighLevel from their side has opened up the gateway. They have an API going out, API going in, webhooks, etc. Very easy to utilize. They have a very good online manual for the software that allows you to understand the programming and code and be able to generate code that might be custom and not available through things like Zapier's or Make or things like that, which we'll talk about as time goes. Now, that brings us to the other side of the equation. I have integrated with AccuLinks. There are limitations. I have integrated with JobNimbus. There are limitations, but less. I have integrated with Job Progress, limitations, but less. And I've integrated with RoofLink, which has some limited integrations. So how do we best set this up? How do we take advantage of things that HighLevel is very good at and then still retain our software? And what does that mean as far as our software? Do we need to have a subscription for each? Do we need to lower up our subscriptions? Hey, just a quick note. If you're in the business of insurance restoration and you want to get your supplements handled, exactimates written properly, and not spend high amounts of money giving away your profits to supplement companies, take a look at Boss Up Solutions. I like to say all the way to the signature. So from that lead generation, qualification, advertisement, marketing, scheduling, inspection, all the way to that signature, I believe HighLevel can take on just about any tool out there. And I would highly say that you could look at it as a viable replacement for anything that does that. From that point, when you're nurturing the sale, when you've made the sale, and you are now going ahead and setting it up for production, doing your estimate, ordering materials, there are some different options. People that utilize companies like Boss Up Solutions for their back office when they're running their estimates, they don't have a need for that in their CRM. So they would not have that problem. People that realize production companies or outside third-party production people or that still handle production on pen and paper, you don't need it. For those that do utilize your system to track that or track your financials, I would suggest retaining your current CRM, but perhaps consider lowering the number of members. The beauty with HighLevel and also with BUMS.AI, we don't charge for extra members, which means that whatever you pay, you have unlimited users. You're going to pay your phone time and text time for usage, of course, like many other softwares, but you're not going to be paying per seat licenses. This gives you a lot of flexibility. So my suggestion to most companies is see how to best utilize it. Roll it out in a pilot program. And we're going to show you how to do it. We're going to show you how to roll it out to your team, how to get adoption, how to be able to first utilize it. A lot of the systems in our industry that offer CRMs, they've offered a lot of complexity. There's just things that most companies I've worked with say, we never use it. We use it as a storage device. We use it in order to load our photos up in there. So we're going to work through with you how to build an entire roofing and insurance restoration business utilizing BUMS.AI. Can you do what we do in BUMS.AI without using BUMS.AI and using HighLevel? What is the reason that you'd want to use BUMS.AI? Well, we're going to have some software, some layers that we've added that you can't easily or readily get available to you. We're also going to create support. A lot of the videos that we create are going to be using our system and our software, showing you things that perhaps can be done. I can't say they can't be done because we've done it, but are going to be more challenging if you're inside those softwares. Ours is HighLevel, but with the layer on top of it that gives you an advantage, gives you a head start, and we're going to be progressively adding more and more tools from people like you. You're going to have links on our website to both. You can purchase HighLevel, try it out. They give a 14-day trial. I would highly suggest if you're interested, follow along in there first. There's going to come a point that little button that links it to Roofar or to Company Cam, or being able to pull a hill trace report on an address, or having that Zillow lookup on a property, or being able to run a Sumo quote or get data back from Sumo quote. Those things are going to be more challenging. Can they be done? Yes. Again, cost, time, energy, and a lot of trial and error, which we're already going through. And that's why we decided to white label our version, because we want to create something for you that we can support and actually put out there and tell you that it works. Unlike some people that have built HighLevel, if you talk to them, they're going to tell you that sometimes things break and sometimes we don't know how to fix it. There's no support that's specific to your solution, which creates a lot of problems down the road, you can imagine. With us, not only are we going to create the support with my team, but we're also able to give you the full how we did it online on this YouTube channel. If you like the content you're seeing, please be sure to like and subscribe so we can continue building more videos like this, no matter what CRM you use, whether you use BUMS.AI, Job Nimbus, Job Progress, HubSpot, doesn't matter. My CRM assistant essentially lets you voice note your task, your day, whatever happens after an appointment, and uses AI technology to take the notes and put them in a legible format. From there, you can elect to have a My CRM assistant go ahead and update your CRM or have your own staff do it. But it's an amazing tool. Please take a look at it at mycrmassistant.com. All right, so if you're ready to get started, make your way over to BUMS.AI and simply pick which option you want to go with. Do you want to give HighLevel a try and give it that 14 days? No problem, you can do that and use that link. You'll be able to go along with us to some extent, and then you might hit some bottlenecks. And when you do, you might have to recreate your work inside of BUMS.AI if that's the route you decide to do. Or if you're ready for the commitment, go ahead and select BUMS.AI. You're only committed for the month. It's a month-to-month plan. Head and start building along with us. All right, welcome. So to get started, let's go ahead and set things up. And what you're going to want to do is go to the gear icon. I'm going to skip over some of the settings because I believe there's a lot of information out there with HighLevel and you could tailor this to you. But essentially on this page, what you're going to want to be aware of, fill in all your information, fill in your details. It helps. It helps in many ways. Go ahead and leave call and voicemail settings off. And on this side of the screen here, when you get down here, here's the settings you're going to want to do. You might want to screenshot this, but you're going to want to merge your Facebook contacts. You're going to mark emails invalid, and you're going to keep these three on for compliance. You're going to want to keep this duplicate off, and you're going to want to select email and phone. You're going to want to keep your campaigns and triggers enabled. You do not want to use those. And you're going to want to keep your missed call text back enabled. That's what you're going to want to do. The next place I would go from there is my personal profile, and I would go ahead and complete it along with my hours and information. That's a great place to get started, and that's going to get you moving. So BUMS.AI and HighLevel allow you to have unlimited members. You're going to want to add those employees by simply going into My Staff, click on Add Employee, and you're going to want to be aware of a few things. Make sure you fill out their information, allow them to go ahead and complete the rest. They'll be able to do that. Under user permissions, I usually suggest to turn things off you're not sure of. So that way you can go ahead and turn things off and make sure that, they're not getting access to anything they shouldn't, and turn them on as you go. That will be my suggestion. User role, you're going to want to make sure to keep them as a user unless they need access to things like billing or being able to build along with us. In your voicemail settings, I would let them do that. I would go ahead and click on forward calls to web and forward mobile app. User availability, I would allow them to do it unless you want to set their hours of operation. And calendar, it's much better if they do it. You would hit save, and that would complete how to add a team member. The next step that you're going to want to do is set up your phone number. In this case, you can easily come down here and click add number, and you would pick your area code. So let's just say I'm looking for 312. I would search, and I'll find a number that seems to fit with what I like to do. So if I like this 2330, I would click that and I would save it. I'm not going to do that right now, but that's what I would do. Now notice there's a add number pool. We'll get into that later. Don't worry about that. And add a new caller ID. Don't worry about those. Let's move back up. And yes, you can port your numbers into HighLevel from whatever carrier. There is a process. If you need information on that, we can help you get that information or help you do it. Now, as you're looking at this page, you're going to notice a few things. This big red bar here, we're going to want to get to that. We're going to get to that in a second. The first thing we're going to do is configure the number that we just bought. You're going to see it here. Here's the settings you're going to want to do. You're going to want to go ahead and create general line, main line, whatever you want to call it. You're going to want to figure out where you want to forward those calls to. So for example, your cell phone. This will allow you to, record every call coming in and then get forwarded out to somewhere. We'll get more into that later. These settings I like to keep this way. I like to keep them all enabled. And I like to go down here in call recording. If you actually come in here at first, it's going to be kind of like this. This call will be recorded for quality insurance. If you want to get rid of that message, just go in here, hit the space bar, and it'll remove it. Incoming call timeout, for right now, go ahead and set it for 60. Outbound 60. I will explain more on that later, and you would hit update. That's going to go ahead and update your information. Now, more importantly, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click the Start Now button. When you get in here in the Trust Center, you're going to have a few things you're going to want to do. A2P brand and campaign registration is a requirement that is coming out that by the time I post this video has probably only become legal. So go ahead and start this registration process. The only thing you really need here is your EIN number, and everything else is pretty straightforward. Copy, paste, follow their instructions, get your number registered. This is a anti-spam movement that they're doing, and it's good, but it is a little cumbersome. Be sure to do this. Otherwise, you might not be able to send text messages. Short story, I was not able to send the words bossupsolutions.com due to not doing this, and I had to set that up. What else you can do is submit your business profile. Go ahead and fill this out and submit your business profile. I believe the A2P should have a cost of about $4. Everything else is free. These two I would not worry about at the time being. You do not need to worry about them. So under domain, you're going to see where you can add your domain. Now, here's a couple things that you need to know. If you're going to build your website on HighLevel, that's when you're going to want to go ahead and do your A record. Otherwise, what you're going to want to do is use your CNAME record. There is plenty of information about this online, but basically, if you're going to build your portal inside of here, if you're going to use it for funnels, I would suggest using something like app.abccontracting.com. So making a subdomain. So please follow that. And the instructions are quite simple. And there's a how-to video right here to get you going. So the next thing you're going to want to do is get integrated. When you're getting integrated, you're going to want to link your Google account, your email account. You're going to want to link your Google Business, your Facebook and Instagram. Now, there's a little complexity with setting up your Facebook and Instagram. It has to be set up the right way. Be sure you follow some instructions online. Or again, if you're purchasing BUMS.AI as part of the onboarding, we do this for you. The only thing that you do have to provide is access, because I can't tell you the number of times that we're online, ready to go, and somebody says, I don't have that information. And though we're happy to help, it is your responsibility to get that information and be ready for your onboard meeting. All right, so we're getting there. Now, moving back to our homepage, what we're going to want to do is go find beta. Now, I believe in HighLevel, this is called labs, but go under beta. And what you're going to want to do is very easily turn on all these features. All these features, these are beta releases, but one of the things with my team, we stay on top of these. So most of betas we're taking advantage of right away. So when you enroll, be sure to check with your account manager, but go ahead and turn them all on to take advantage of all the newest and best features. All right, so how's it going? Probably getting to see it takes a lot to set it up, and that's what our team does for you if you decide to go with BUMS.AI and you pay the onboarding. However, if you're moving along yourself, great. The next thing you're going to want to do is go into whatever CRM you use or wherever you have your contacts stored, export them. I like to take this opportunity to clean my contacts, go ahead and remove any duplicates, things like that, but then prepare your file and go ahead and drag it up over here and upload it. You're going to map your fields and you're going to go ahead and upload. How I got here, very simply, I went to contacts, I went to import, and I would hit upload a file, or I would drag and drop my file here. And that's going to be your next step. All right, so now is where we started having some fun and we started actually doing some building. Unfortunately, all that stuff was required. And if you use the onboarding from my team, congrats, you skipped a lot of headache and hassle. But if not, let's get moving. So you're going to go into pipeline first. And the first thing we're going to do is set up our pipeline. Now, you don't have to follow me exactly here. I suggest following me until you figure out a better way. It's going to work better for you. So trust me on that and do as you wish, because I know some of us are rebels. So we're going to go into pipeline settings. And what we're going to do is create a pipeline. It's pretty simple to create a pipeline. You could just call this, I'm going to call this my test real quick. I'm going to say stage, let's just say I want to do 1, 2, and 3, right? Very simple. Here, these little graphs, this shows you what shows up on that dashboard screen if you want them to be visible, or you can turn them completely off. But what I would suggest doing is setting them up properly. Now, I'm going to show you what we suggest for a free inspection pipeline, which is what most of you will probably want to create. You're going to want to create new leads, hot leads. Now, again, if you purchased BUMS.AI, this will already be built for you and set up this way for you. You're going to want booking requested. This is people that have already went to the calendar and booked an appointment, or they went to your website and booked an appointment. Now, the thing that we're going to want to do is create something that confirms them the day of the appointment or day before the appointment. So we're going to have a booking confirm status. We're going to have a cancel and reschedule, a nurture where we can long-term nurture people, and abandon. What I like to set up here is I like to keep these on the funnel. And then the last 3, I like to set them up on the graph. And I'll explain more about that later. You're going to hit save. That's going to save your pipeline. And what that's going to do for you is create this. Another BUMS exclusive right here. You're able to fold this to what you need. When you set your screen, it's going to set it for you. So in other words, maybe you care about this, but you don't care about this. Set your screen up the way you want so it's easier for you, so you're not wasting a lot of time and more distractions. If you don't have BUMS.AI, unfortunately, I don't believe this feature is available. Also, take this opportunity now to get familiar with some of the filters, as well as some of the other settings over here that you'll want to know. Whoa, that was a lot. I appreciate you listening to me this long, and I'm glad that you made it this far. Hopefully you decided to go with BUMS.AI or go HighLevel. And we're going to get further and further into solutions, replacing your receptionist, managing your social media, building your calendars, creating capture pages, funnels, websites, installing that chatbot on your website, and more. How do you really get the most from this tool? And then how do you integrate it with your CRM? Which brings me to my final question to you, which is if you enjoyed the video and you want to follow next, share with me your CRM. Go ahead and let me know what you use now so I can work on the most popular ones first and show you how to integrate your CRM with HighLevel, with BUMS.AI, and offer you those solutions. So I'm glad you joined. I appreciate your patience. Thank you very much. Like, subscribe, follow. Thank you.